of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Los Angeles Rams. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one.
Joey Sly is set to kick off.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hasn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
You use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Cook again. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 more on that one and another first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Again, Herbert. Open man, he completes it to Judy. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
York on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. Well, all offseason. Probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, played his college ball at Duke University.
And to say that this is a big spot is the classic understatement. It's a ton of pressure on this rookie quarterback as he gets to play right away. And let's face it, he's trying to take in every moment from his first start, but at the same time, he's got to focus on what's in front of him.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, start.
Again, it's Harvey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
40-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
3rd and 2.
Viking 18.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Dragons, 60.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, the first throw of his career is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And Cook has it left side. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to slither by. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jerry Jeudy from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Rams, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Cougar 19. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Barton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hold it ready.
2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Once more with Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Michael Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
10. Rams 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, what a move. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So out come the Falcons now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down, Atlanta.
Herbert off of play action. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lion.
Here's Herbert. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cook up the gut. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll send Judy in motion left.
Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Touchdown, Falcons! Jake Ferguson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Rams 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And bulldozing his way through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
60 by 6.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. 60 average. 6.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
Tempo.
So halftime here out west.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
On the return, Johnson.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lion.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
That is Josh Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Kappa. Go.
In motion goes the tight end. They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
In motion, right goes Smith-Schuster. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Go. Home trips right.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
5-9.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jake Ferguson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
On 37-yard line.
Ready, 18, run. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking deep here for Dobbs. Oh, that is incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
He was defended by
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and 10 at the 48.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinals, 19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Gets it underneath. Here's Harvey.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
And the Rams, 1st down.
Back to throw again.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. Ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The loss is 7. Brings up 2nd and...
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go now. Let go, let go, let go, let go.
They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. In motion, right goes Smith-Schuster. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 11.
That is caught downfield. It's Waller.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's have a sense of urgency. Let's go. 18, pioneer. Ready, right?
They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to 24.
38. Rams.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Johnson now returning. Oh, nice move. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Dragon 60.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Michael Wilson.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. 20! Touchdown, Falcons! Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dances by him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's another Rams first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Ready.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
And the Rams first down. First
Let's
and
go
10
now.
at the 21-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Chop 60. Chop 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future.
I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you.
Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
68 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, CD, always a little